Yo, what's going on guys? Ghost Pepper here, bringing you some tips to help you survive and get those kills on geared players, DayZ. Silence is deafening. Pinpointing the direction of your enemy is extremely important, whether this is using landmarks, such as the sun or a particular building, or a very handy compass. That way, slightly north. Once you've pinpointed the direction of your enemy, you need to know how many targets there are. You don't want to walk into a squad. So listen to the unique gunshot sounds. This will tell you how many people are fighting. At this point, you need to be keeping track of any further gunshots that have happened. This is important because you need to know if you're still on track to your target, and more importantly, if any others have joined the fight. I need more gunshots. Thank you. Thank you. Now you know the direction of your target, how many targets there are, and if any others are joining the fight. You should be tracking towards this location. You need to move with purpose. This means not moving out of cover before you know it's safe. Take a quick scan, check your six, and then move. Use the tree lines or buildings you can as cover as you approach. This is extremely important. You don't want to give yourself away. You also need to know your weapon. This will determine the situation you're about to get into. In this clip, I'm using a shotgun, so I know I need to get fairly close to my target. As you can see in this clip, I've come to a fairly wide open space. I only have a shotgun, so I've perched on the edge of the tree line to get a view of my enemy if I can. Patience is absolutely key at this moment. Most players will get impatient, rush out into the field, be seen before they know where their enemy is, and will die. It's important you get eyes on the enemy first, so you can position ahead of them and catch them off guard. Okay, so I don't want to move before I hear more shots. You need to know exactly where or what his position is, because I need to get fairly close with the shotgun. As you've just heard me state, I'm being very careful about my movement. I need eyes on this guy before I move. The reason I'm being so careful at this point is I haven't heard a gunshot for a couple of minutes now. That means it's likely one of them is dead as the fighting appears to have stopped. And what happens after the fighting stops? Players will leave the area after grabbing the loot they need. He could be heading my way right now. Survey the landscape around you and get to know your battlefield. Think about your positioning. If you still don't have eyes on your target, you need to reposition to a better location. As you can see, I noticed a hill to my right and used this as an opportunity to get some enfilade on my target. This means getting height, but using cover so he can't see you. Don't get sloppy and forget about the previous principles that we've learned. Here you can see me executing tip number 4, which is move with purpose and stay in cover, checking your six whenever you can. no more shots. It's been a couple of minutes now. Means at least one of them is dead. Oh, that's weird. Spotted. This is the moment we've been working towards. We've spotted our enemy across the other side of this field. Now we need to think about our positioning, where he's heading, and predict his movements. We're going to take a little bit of time to survey this scene right here and run through some of the thoughts that occur in my head as I'm getting ready to take down my target. First thing to note, our target is running right to left and towards us. The fact that he's running towards us doesn't give us much time to plan this. The one advantage we do have is a shotgun. He's closing the gap towards us without knowing we're here. We need to use that as our advantage. So how do we do that? First, we need to look at the landscape around us. This includes a couple of trees just ahead of us in the field. These are probably our best bet of getting closer to this guy. So how do we use the trees to our advantage on our approach? We know where he is. We can keep the trees between us whilst approaching from an angle. I can also see in this scene there's an area of lower ground leading from the trees towards the power pylon that we can see. This will be my attack path. As our target approaches this from his side, we shall do the same whilst keeping the trees between us as cover. We need to remain hidden until the last moment. Oh, baby! Got a ghillie gun. Fucking clip it and ship it, boys. Fucking lay down. Oh, that felt fucking good. Yes, on the bag. What's in the bag? Ooh, baby. Vest, we want. Yeah, we'll take that coat. No, is it damaged? No, just take it on that pants. Can I take them? Just strip him of everything. Yes. Balaclava, the gun, BK-43 I've already got. So I can get rid of the repeater. We'll take this. We'll take the black balaclava. We'll take the combat pants. What do you have in his combat pants? How can I see them? Burlap, I don't need a sewing kit, I want these flags. That. Rubber rope. Armour, I'll take your revolver. Take the belt. Take the peacoat. take flare, PU, butcher knife, compass, we don't need that. We want that. Coin tabs, we want shotgun ammo, we want rag. First kill, baby! That's what you get when you're lazy, when you sprint across the field like that. Boom, there's gloves.